to another great episode of Real Life Matters. I'm telling you, we're bringing it on. We're bringing it this week, this night. I'm telling you, you're the entertainers, and I got somebody here it's an artist, and he's from my hometown, Montreal. And I'm so happy that sometimes you see the artists that they're coming out from Montreal, and they're there. So he's doing a lot of stuff. He's cutting things. He's up and coming. And with no other further ado, I'm going to introduce to you SHA B.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm good.
Wow. SHA B.
Yeah.
So how'd you come up with that name, SHA B?
Well, basically, I was born the day after Tupac died. So my mom gave me his last name as my middle name, Shakur. So basically, originally I wanted to make my name that, but I knew by doing that it would put a lot of pressure on me. So what I did was I took the first 3 letters of his last name, and that's how I came up with the SHA. And then B is the first letter of my last name, so that's how I came with the name.
SHA B. That's a pretty good name.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry for?
It's coming on 2 years right now.
2 years? Wow.
2 years, but I would say more the last year is when I started taking it like really, really, really seriously.
Okay, so what type of music do you do?
Mainly hip hop, but I'm trying to focus on doing like a bit more of a softer style, going with the R&B, but like hip hop is my primary style.
Okay, so you do the R&B. So do you play any instruments or?
Unfortunately not. I wish I could though. I wish. If I could, I'd be at another level, but there's always time to learn, right?
Yeah, that's okay, but your instrument right now is your voice, right? So that's what you're using. Okay, so what inspires you to do what you do?
Honestly, the reason why I make music is because I find it's a way to just like, it's my way of like venting in a way. Like it's my way of being able to put my emotions into my songs, and instead of going to, let's say, a therapist or something like that, I just put it on a pen and on a paper, you know what I'm saying, and into my music. And that's like the main driving force. And to me, it's actually just a lot of fun. And recording and rapping and coming up and writing, I have a lot of skills in writing. So being a talented writer helps a lot with my music. So
you write your own music?
Yeah, every lyric I've ever sang, I've written myself.
Wow.
I would say that's probably, as an artist, that's my best, like my writing ability is probably my best thing.
All right. And what's your background? Where you come from?
Barbados and Jamaica, half.
Hey, yes. Hey, people out there, look where you're coming from, Barbados. because our family come from Barbados. People, you got support now. So anyways, so who would you like to work with?
Who would I like to work with? Probably, if I could choose one guy right now, probably Drake, the artist of the decade. He's probably the biggest right now in terms of hip hop. So him, Jay-Z, and if I'm looking at the newer guys, probably like Little Baby, something like that. Those are like the guys I probably listen to the most on a day-to-day basis. So it would be my dream to be able to work with one of those guys.
So what kind of struggles, as you coming up as a new artist, what kind of struggles are you having? Do you have any type with the people or the music?
I find I have the product, I have videos, I have tons of music, I have a bunch of songs, but my biggest problem right now, I'd say, is the marketing. And that's probably a lot of upcoming artists' biggest problem, is we don't know exactly how to market. And I can't focus on doing the marketing and making the music at the same time. So it's a hard balance to have. So that's, I would say, is my biggest challenge, is more the marketing. It's not that I believe in the product that I have. It's just, I just don't know how to get it to the mass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can help you with that. I can help you with that. Because I have a few of my partners and stuff in the US, and we can help you with that. Because if you don't have a DJ or a coalition DJ or something like that behind you, you're not gonna they're not there to break you out, but they're there to make sure your music is heard.
Played,
If it's not being heard, then you're just in just one zone, and you're just going to be there. And that's what sometimes you got to go to our family and our friends in the US so that we can actually, that can happen, or make that happen for you. And listen to a couple of your songs, which we're going to hear. And you came up with the song Abroad. How did you come up with that? What was that about?
To be honest, I was on an airplane about a year and a half ago. I was going to visit my family out in BC, and I had my headphones on the airplane, and I don't know why it came into my brain, but just the fact of being on the plane just had me wishing to just go on a vacation and like be able. And I've always wanted to go abroad, and it was just something I've always wanted to do. And that song just literally came from me being on an airplane, and it was the first thing that came in my mind, and I was thinking vacation, and the words just started flowing from there.
Wow. And then Dunno.
So Dunno, as like most Jamaicans know, it's like a Jamaican slang. So like usually when a Jamaican says Dunno, it means like point final, right? So it's like you done know. So I don't know. It was a word that like I liked using, and I just wanted to make a song out of it. And then the lyrics, there was no like real meaning behind the lyrics. It was more just I wanted to make a catchy song with a catchy hook, and Dunno was the theme of it, and I just went from there.
Wow. Well, we're gonna hear these videos and everything after this, so we can put them in. I'm scared to put them in because I don't know if the internet is going to the band is going to allow it to come in, because I'll probably have to send it to the B-roll, but it's okay. And while you were doing your any of these videos you're doing, what was the most what happened to you that was funny that you didn't expect to happen when you did your video?
Well, that first video Abroad, like when you watch that video, you're gonna see there's a very, very attractive female in the video, and like,
yes,
to be honest, I never get stressed out like with a pretty girl, but that day I saw probably the most prettiest girl in my life, and it had me nervous throughout the video. So it was,
you were nervous.
I was like, geez, like this is actually happening. This is real life. So like, it took, and that was the very first video I ever did. So going into that, I never knew like how a set worked or how it works. Like from watching the videos from an outside perspective, most people think that like, oh, that guy's actually singing the song while he's recording the video, and it's actually not like that, right? So it's like, I got there and I just feel like it was all learning curves, and that was my biggest challenges so far with my videos, is just like how like the movement, the structure, because it's not as easy as it looks. There's actually a lot of like choreography and breakdown that goes on, and that first shoot I did was like 9 hours long. No barely any breaks, so it was like draining and tiring.
9 hours.
9 hours. We did a 9-hour shoot because we actually shot in a couple of locations in the video, and we wanted to do it all in one day. We didn't want to come back, and because it was my first video, I was very, 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 very picky. So it's like I wanted to make sure, like, if we had to redo the same shot 100 times, I was going to make sure that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you got an agency to pick the girl that was in the video?
Well,
no?
I have a guy I was working with, a family friend that he's been doing videos for like 20 plus years. So he was pretty connected in the industry, and he knew the model, and he was able to connect me with them.
Wow. So what about anything else that happened to you that was crazy that happened on the set? You fell off the set. The next Dunno.
On the Dunno set, yeah, the Dunno set was wild too. Like I rented. If you when you see the video, you'll see I'm in the Mercedes-Benz dealership. So we were actually able to get a whole dealership for the video, with all the crazy cars and everything. So that was like a crazy, like honestly, in the 2 videos that I did, I got lucky with like the backdrops and everything that I had. So those were like very crazy experiences for me. And like, it made me feel like this is the level you kind of have to be working with. Like when you see these big artists, this is the type of sets that they have. So being able to have a set like that.
And a proper video.
And like the quality, everything came out A1. And I think that like a big thing that artists don't do is that sometimes they kind of like cheap out on the videos and stuff like that, and like especially to like your first impression, like it means everything. So like I feel like that's something that people should really take into consideration while they're doing their videos. So I feel it will help you stand out from the rest.
Oh, all right. And so what makes you better than a lot of the rap artists that's out there? What do you think?
To me, I don't like to say I'm better than anyone, but the reason why I would say that I feel I'm better is because I keep it legit. I don't try and like sell a story in my raps that aren't true. I try to keep it as like close. Every time when I'm rapping, it's usually about something that I've already done or something that I'm aspiring to be. So I feel like that's my edge, and I feel like a lot of these rappers actually don't write their own music, and I could actually say that I write my own music. So I think that's an advantage, that why I would say I'm better than them in a sense.
So you're taking time out to learn your craft.
Yeah, like because originally when I started 2 years ago, I was just like, oh, I honestly already thought like, oh, I'm the best, and I tried to rush it, and I learned early on that it actually takes years, if not months or anything. It takes a long time to perfect something, and till this day right now I'm still perfecting my craft. I see myself changing my style each day, and I feel like that's the main thing. You have to see progression. So
yeah, okay. So what more can we expect from SHA B coming up now?
Originally I was supposed to have an EP that was dropping back in January, but everyone knows with COVID, things slowed down. But I'm happy to announce that next month I will be dropping my very first EP of 8 songs with 4 more new videos to come with it. So this summer should be very, 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 very lit. And this is to me, it's like my introduction, and this will be probably some of my best work that so far.
Wow.
So
SHA B.
Yeah.
Do you do anything in French or no?
No. I know I'm in Montreal, and like that's a big thing that you got to get work on the French, but it's like it's hard. I also want to be that English artist that breaks free here. Like everyone over here, we have the French artists that are blowing up and popping, and like, but what we don't have is that English artist to blow out from here. I don't know if it's gonna take me having to leave Montreal to go somewhere else to blow up and then come back. That's also a possibility, but I do want to be like the first English artist to come out of Montreal, because we haven't had that. There is no English artist from here that has done that.
I know, and it's tough. It's tough out there in that side. If you're in Toronto, if you're in different parts of the city, this place is where a lot of things happen. Then a lot of people get pushed into the States and push out the music, and the music goes through the Caribbean. So that's how it generally flows through all of that. So I'm telling you, you're gonna do this thing.
Yeah, I have to. No choice. No choice. I dropped a lot of things to pursue this music career, and it's something that I truly believe in, and I think it can work. So I just feel like with the right pushing, it can work.
Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell everybody. We're gonna play the videos for you. I'm sorry we can't see. We can go see the videos, but I'm gonna have it in the final version of this show. So, because I want to make sure it's perfect, so everybody can hear it, because it sounds fabulous. I really like the music. I really like it. So, can you tell everybody where what your social medias are, or where they can reach you?
You can follow me on the main place that you can follow me is on Instagram. My Instagram name is SHABoobie23. The way it's spelled is SHABOOBIE and then 23. And I would say that's the main place. That's where I usually generate the most of my music. It usually comes from there. And you can find me on Spotify and Apple Music and pretty much any streaming platform, YouTube under SHA B, SHA space B.
And is there any shout outs that you want to give to any people that helped you on your albums and stuff?
Yeah, I want to shout out my guy Hardeen. He's the guy that pretty much really, really, really from day one never stopped believing in my music. He's the one that pushed me to do music. At first, I didn't even want to do music. He's the one that like he heard me freestyle a couple of times, and he was like, "Yo, you should do it. Like you should actually try." And then like one day I went to the studio, and that was it. So shout out to him for sure.
All right. Well, we shout out to you, SHA B. There's a lot more when you start getting other stuff. Your EP drop was going to be dropping and stuff. You got to come back. You got to come back on. Just reach out to me, and you come back on, and I'll get you. Maybe I'll get you on my other the other show there.
I
So
can't wait. Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Oh, that's not a problem. This is what we're here to do, is to showcase you and or the people. So
But we need more people like you. That's what we need
unfortunately,
more people like you.
I can't divide myself up in three. I wish I could sometimes,
But you're in Montreal or
no,
no?
I'm in Toronto.
Oh, okay, that you see,
I'm in
that's where
Toronto, Ontario.
that's where like the English rappers are coming out of right now from
Mhm.
Canada, Toronto.
A
So
lot,
like
a lot of them.
a lot. That's my next move too. I'm hoping like within the summer I could go to Toronto and like market and link up with some people from out there because you guys
Yeah, you
have
might have to
heard
link
on
up and move down here. Just get a
that.
roommate.
If things start rolling, it's definitely in the possibilities. I got family out there, so
Yeah,
it's a move that's very possible.
and you'll get work. You don't have to worry about work and
Yeah.
stuff. And plus,
Are
you working.
Are you guys still on like lockdown out there, or
Yes,
still
yes,
stay at
we
home
are.
order?
Are you guys on lockdown or no?
No, not as bad as it was before. Before we have a curfew, we have to be in by 9:30, but that's actually being lifted next week. So it's
Well,
been
we
fun.
haven't been. We went back. The stores are shut. This is that and all that.
Oh, you can't even go to the store.
We can go to the grocery store, but the clothing stores, all that's
Wow,
shut.
that was us a couple months ago, but
Oh,
now I guess we were like kind of flipped. Like now we're the ones that are allowed to go out, and you guys are on the lockdown. That's crazy.
well, people aren't listening up here, so they're being
Yeah.
rebellious.
But I would assume with the vaccine and everything coming that people they'll ease up on the restrictions.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, but anyways, I want to thank you, Shabi, for coming on
Thank
today,
you.
and and telling us about your music, and it will be on. So we'll see you on there, and I'll send and I'll tag you. I'll just send you the link so that when you could see it, you can see yourself, and then you can share it out.
Perfect.
All
Thank you.
right.
I appreciate that. Have a
Okay.
good night.
Yeah. Well, you too, and thank you, and for everybody for watching Real Life Matters tonight. So bye for now, everybody.
Peace.
Work for me, baby, work for me, baby. Splurge for me, baby, splurge for me, baby. Twerk for me, baby, twerk for me, baby. Reverse for me, baby, verse for me, baby. I just wanna trip and go abroad. Whip a heavy for no rental car. Every L I took a battle scar. That's why I put the work in and go hard. She say she wanna tango, now she dancing with a star. I'm upper echelon, she eating salmon tartar. The man behind the bars, I pull the strings like a guitar. They say I'm pound for pound, but I'm really bar for bar. Baby, let's get faded, kick back, smoke Jamaican. Plan our next vacation for our special occasion. Don't do calculations, I'm making all the payments. Me plus you, crack the code combination. I'm running this game, Jerome Bettis. Had to crop y'all out and edit. Fake number one's Anthony Bettis. Keep faking your streams like Reddit. Yeah, I said it, and I meant it. Don't forget it, I'm all in, nigga, let's get it. I just wanna trip and go abroad. Whip a heavy for no rental car. Every L I took a battle scar. That's why I put the work in and go hard. Work for me, baby, work for me, baby. Splurge for me, baby, splurge for me, baby. Twerk for me, baby, twerk for me, baby. Reverse for me, baby, verse for me, baby. Classy but a freak, you don't know my type. Keep her talents hidden like Instagram likes. Baddie with a body, hell yeah, swipe right. Giving my 100, battle royale for a night. I like her style, her flair, and her fragrance. She play the game and keep niggas chasing. I'ma make sure I hit by staying patient. She like red and white, rewind tasting. I just wanna trip and go abroad. Whip a heavy for no rental car. Every L I took a battle scar. That's why I put the work in and go hard. Bomba Clyde. You see that bad girl over there? A Toronto ting that, eh? She a really bad gal. She a really bad gal. She a really bad gal, bad gal, bad gal. Ride around town, yeah, you done know. Headed to her chateau for some gato. About to work her out like some tabo. Show making road, boy, you done know. Ride around town, yeah, you done know. Headed to her chateau for some gato. About to work her out like some tabo. Show making road, boy, you done know. A real bad gal, she a model. Hit me in the DMs and I follow. She won't see me tomorrow. Never text back, I in the Cabo. Now she tryna find me, where it is Waldo. Gave 100 rounds, man, I feel like Apollo. I just wanna know that she spit or she swallow. Maybe does it all, man, maybe even gargles. Sipping, tripping, drinking, no reminiscing. Practice scrimmage, fam, this exhibition. All my soldiers now need to listen. This the due date, no extension. Shotty sipping whiskey, feeling kinda tipsy. Getting real frisky, touchy, touchy, feely. Now she wanna kiss me, probably gonna miss me. Had her in the air, one legging like no whiskey. Ride around town, yeah, you done know. Headed to her chateau for some gato. About to work her out like some tabo. Show making road, boy, you done know. Ride around town, yeah, you done know. Headed to her chateau for some gato. About to work her out like some tabo. Show making road, boy, you done know. 23, my Jordan, yeah, taking over, volunteered. Flash, flash, fresh, I'm bright like a solar flare. Wordplay that you can't compare. Put in work when no one's there. Play my card right solitaire with your girl, trip to. Yeah, your girl, she call me sweetie. In the future, like a genie, head and face. You can see me, man, I'm cooking shrimp linguine. In her face, she like it creamy, parmesan, extra cheesy. Ate it all, looking greedy. Press the button, that was easy. She a real bad gal. She a real bad gal. She a real bad gal, bad gal, bad gal, bad gal. I'm going all in, I'm chasing my dreams. All of my day ones, they know what I mean. Stacking my chips and I'm betting on me. Feel like I'm king and I feel like OG. I'm going all in, I'm chasing my dreams. All of my day ones, they know what I mean. Stacking my chips and I'm betting on me. Feel like I'm king and I feel like OG. Ride around town, yeah, you done know. Headed to her chateau for some gato. About to work her out like some tabo. Show making road, boy, you done know.